A watermelon is launched straight upwards. Strikes the ground at the same elevation from which it is launched. It goes to a maximum height of 89.7 meters. This happens all the time. What was its initial velocity leaving the ground? What was its displacement? 5.30 seconds. What time? Well, this is a good one. What time will it take from when it is launched to when it reaches an elevation of 45 meters on the way down? Okay, so let's see. Boy, these are just all three different things. So let's go this guy first. Okay, we got to do 3 SUVOTs. So this goes, I'm going to go from the ground to the top. Okay, so at the top, the displacement is 89.7. The initial velocity is, wouldn't we like to know, right? Final velocity at the top is 0 because it's at the top. That's what top means. Negative 9.81. Okay, and now we're set. Now we can figure this guy out with v squared is u squared plus 2as. Okay, so let's see. 0 squared is u squared plus 2 times negative 9.81 times 89.7. Okay, so here we go. The square root of this, right? 2 times 9.81 times 89.7. I get 41.95. I'll go 41.951. 41.951. Now it always helps to get that correct because we're going to use that for this part and this part. Okay, I'll show you that, right? That's the next part here. So just remember that, 41.951. Okay, I'm going to erase because we need to do a different SUVOT for this, right? So now let's do this guy, right? Remember that that was 41.951. I've actually just got it here on my calculator. I'm going to use all of it when I do my calculation, right? And now we want to know the displacement 5.3 seconds after it leaves the ground. So we make that 5.30. This is negative 9.81, right? And then let's see. We want to find displacement. So we could find displacement or velocity, but let's find this. I think we want to use this guy, right? No v, right? So S is u t plus 1/2 at squared, right? So it is 41.951 times, let's see, 5.30, right? Plus 1/2 times negative 9.81 times 5.30 squared. Okay, so let's do this. That answer right there times 5.30. I just did the answer is what I did. Plus 0.5 times negative 9.81 times 5.3. Don't forget to square the 5.3. Okay, I get 84.56. So correctly rounded, it's 84.6, right? Okay, so let's see. Now remember this, we're going to use this velocity again for this last part, okay? I'm about to erase. I'm going to erase everything, okay? And then we'll do this guy, okay? Here goes. So remember, this guy is 41.951, right? And now we are trying to do this problem, right? It goes up, way up, 89 meters, right? 89.7, and it goes there, right? 45 meters is like here, right? And we want to catch it on the way down. So we want a negative final velocity, right? And we want to figure out the time. Now, we could do this with the quadratic. I'm not going to, but we could. Let's see. Oh, and then our displacement is 45 meters. We want to know about it when it's at 45 meters, right? Okay. We could use S equals ut plus 1/2 at squared, right? Because we know all these things. T would end up being quadratic. I'm going to just sort of cheat here. I'm going to use no t to find v. So let's do that. V squared is u squared plus 2as. So the absolute value of v is the square root of 41.951 squared, right? Plus 2 times negative 9.81 times 45, right? Okay. Okay, so let's figure this out here. Square root of that answer there, that guy, squared, plus 2 times negative 9.81. Don't forget to make the 9.81 negative, okay? Times 45. If you do that, it's all over. Okay, I'm getting 29.6144. Okay, so that means that it could be plus or minus, right? Okay, because it's the absolute value. I know, though, here it says on the way down, right? So I make that negative 29.144, or 6144 meters per second, right? That's on the way down. Now, if I asked you what time it takes to hit that 45 meters on the way up, you'd use the positive one, but we're doing the way down. So let's do that, right? Now we want to find time. My choice for finding time is v equals u plus at. All right, so the final velocity is negative 29.6144. This is pretty loosely strung together, right? That equals positive 41.951, right? Plus negative 9.81 times t. Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay, I see what's going to go on here. So let's go that guy. And then ultimately you put this guy on this side, so you end up with a big negative number, right? All right. So I got negative 71.565, whatever, right? And now I'm going to divide that by the negative 9.81. Okay, here we go. Let's see, for time, I get time equals 7.295, 18 or whatever seconds. So if you had to round that to that place, I guess you'd say 7.30 seconds. Go team.